Hi friends, my name is Kristy. I'm a medical mom and a storytelling photographer based in Canmore, Alberta. This is a part of our family's story. Prior to my son's open heart surgery, he was given this coping scale. On it says 5, I'm feeling great. 4, I'm feeling fine. 3, I'm feeling a little unsure. 2, I'm beginning to lose it. 1, I lost it, I need a break. Leading up to Kane's surgery, I was a 3 on the scale. I was unsure. How different would this heart surgery be? This time he wasn't a baby. This time he was able to clearly communicate his concerns, like needles. I was also unsure how much information to share with his little brother. Mav wasn't around yet when Kane had his first heart surgery. Today I'm sharing my heart with you, just as our photographer, Roz of Slice of Love Photography, shared her heart with our family. Roz is also a heart warrior, and her personal photography project was to follow a family during heart surgery to get a clearer understanding of what her own family would have experienced. Leading up to surgery, there was a lot of topics that kept me awake, like what if Kane has a hard time coping with the surgery preparations, the fasting, the IV, the waiting. The answer? You do as much as you can to prepare them. Here we're watching a video put out by the hospital about what to expect on surgery day. Distractions are so important in the days and hours leading up to surgery. Wrestling with Dad and Uncle Brendan, hanging out with Nana, this spy kit from Auntie Erin and Uncle Chris were all amazing distractions for both our boys. As for me, I was chatting about photography with Roz. Finding things to focus on helps me to feel fine. I wouldn't say great, but fine is okay too. Another way I prepared for Kane's heart surgery was by packing cameras for him and I. Together we are doing a photography project involving both my perspective and Kane's perspective. This is what he sees while waiting for chest x-rays. Transfer of strength. That's what my mom wrote when she first saw this image. I didn't feel strong. I felt like I was a 2. I was beginning to lose it. The thing I was most worried about was getting Kane and our family all prepared for surgery and then getting bumped. A patient can get bumped by an emergency right up until they are asleep on the operating table. I also wondered whether Kane would want to take any photos. He took a few and even brought a camera into the operating room, but he was much more interested in asking the medical team questions. Kane did what Kane needed, and that is the best possible outcome I could hope for as mom. One of the questions I like to ask the families I photograph before a session is, are there any everyday moments that you know you want documented? This is our group hug. We're missing Maverick, but this is one of our things. And then Dad asks, who's first? And someone leans their face in for kisses from the rest of us. These are Roz's words. When Kristy was wheeling her son into his heart surgery, I almost completely lost it. The strength she had to roll him in and leave him there. To walk out of that room and have hours trying not to think about his chest being cracked open. This is strength. How do you pull yourself together after that walk? With connection. This is my rock, the husband, not the horse. Harrison has been there for me every time I've needed him. He deals in my particular brand of crazy unbelievably well. But these photos are not for him, or for Kane. They are for me, because I was there too. Roz wrote, this may be my most favorite photo. Parents taking a moment to connect while waiting for their son to be brought to the PCICU. But here are my words about the same image. This fish tank sucks. I mean, it's beautiful and kids and adults love looking at the fish, but this fish tank sucks. It sucks because it's where you sit and wait while your kid is having heart surgery. It sucks because it's where you sit and wait for the surgeon to come tell you about how surgery went. It's where you sit and silently berate yourself about not being there at the exact right moment to ask questions that you didn't even know you needed to ask. It's where you sit and wait some more until your child is stable enough for you to go see them. This fish tank sucks, but it's part of our story. The Stollery Children's Hospital and the Pediatric Cardiology Intensive Care Unit are a part of our story. Every one of the staff that walked into room 13 are a part of our story. Through our story, I still wondered whether Kane's recovery would be as smooth as the first time. This was one of our Facebook updates to family and friends. This little black box is running the show right now. We haven't talked much about it in this group, but Kane's heart has not been beating fast enough to come off the pacing wires. Kane's surgery was successful in that they removed 95% of the stenosis inside his left ventricle. They were also able to repair his quadricuspid aortic valve, which was an unexpected bonus. Unfortunately, the electrical system in his heart took a bit of a hit. I'm so grateful my brother, who is an anesthesiology resident, was able to be with us. His ability to translate medical jargon was second only to his calming presence. I hold it together most of the time, but sometimes I hit a 1 on the coping scale. I will never have the words to adequately thank Roz for capturing images of me, the medical mom, the family photographer, the heart warrior, because I was there too. Our September 26th Facebook update said, Kane is back in surgery. The electrical system in his heart has not recovered since his original surgery 3 days ago, so his medical team are inserting a pacemaker. This is not what we expected, but we are grateful for all the love and support. Kane has a pacemaker. It still feels strange to say it. Pacemaker. This little device is how they test it to make sure it's doing its job. You know, the job of keeping him alive. Even months later, when Kane is skiing and playing and being a regular grade 1 kid, the thought of the pacemaker can sneak up on me. This is our heart warrior, and he's checking up on me. Well, really, he's one of our heart warriors. I would have to say our whole family are heart warriors. Mama said there would be days like this, and the best way I know how to get through days like this is by talking about it. My hope is by sharing our story, someone else sees their own strength and resilience.